Your marketing agency might own your entire Google presence, and you never know it. This is SEO fucking what? I'm Nikki, 30 years in digital marketing, and I'm here to help you make money from your website by actually getting found on Google. Today, why you probably don't own your own Google accounts and how to fix it before it bites you on the arse. Let's talk about something that's been pissing me off for years. Businesses spend thousands of pounds on Google Ads, Google Analytics, Search Console, all the Google products, and they don't actually own any of it. Their agency does. Or even worse, some freelancer who did a bit of work for them 3 years ago and then buggered off. Here's how it happens. You hire an agency or a marketing person and they say,
"Okay, we'll set up your Google Ads account for you."
Brilliant. Except they set it up using their email address. Not yours, theirs. Same with analytics, same with Search Console, same with your Google business profile. And you, like most normal people who aren't obsessed with SEO, have no fucking idea that this is even an issue. Fast forward 2 years. You want to change agencies, or that person leaves, or you have a falling out. And suddenly you discover you can't access your own data. You can't see your ad spend. You can't check your analytics. You can't prove what traffic you've been getting because you don't own it. They do. And here's the really shitty part. Some agencies do this on purpose. It's a lock-in tactic. They know if they control your accounts, you can't leave easily. You're stuck with them because moving means losing all of your historical data, all your campaign settings, everything. It's hostage taking, but with your Google accounts. We've seen businesses lose years of analytics data because they couldn't get access when they switched agencies. I've seen ad accounts with thousands of pounds in credit just gone. Because the person who set it up won't or can't hand over the login. Sometimes it's just incompetence. Someone set things up quickly, used their own email because it was easier, and never thought about the consequences. But the result's the same. You're fucked. And it's not just agencies. I've seen this with web developers, SEO consultants, even the managing director's nephew who knows about computers. Anyone who's ever touched your Google stuff could potentially own it. But the worst thing about this is Google doesn't give a shit. If someone set up an account with their email, as far as Google's concerned, they own it. You can't just ring Google and say, "Oi, that's my business, give it back." They'll tell you to sort it out with the person who created the account. And if that person's being difficult, you're pretty much screwed. So here's what I want you to check right now. Who created your Google accounts? Who created your analytics, your Search Console, and your Google business profile? Who created your ads account? Whose email is the owner? If the answer is anyone except someone in your business, you've got a problem. So how do you fix this? And more importantly, how do you set things up properly from the start so this never happens? I'll tell you in just a moment. Okay, let's dig into what you do. First of all, audit what you have. Make a list for every Google product you use. Google Ads, Analytics, Search Console, Google Business Profile, YouTube if you've got a channel, Google Tag Manager if you're fancy. For each one, find out who the owner is. Not just who has access, who actually owns it. If you don't know, ask your agency or whoever manages this stuff for you. And if they're cagey about it or won't tell you, red flag. Massive red flag. Secondly, if someone else owns your accounts, get that changed. The owner needs to be an email address that belongs to your business. Ideally, a generic one like accounts@yourcompany.com or marketing@yourcompany.com. Not your personal email that you might leave the company one day. Definitely not your agency's email. And here's how it works for each platform. For Google Ads, the person who currently owns the account needs to add you as an admin, then transfer ownership. They can't just add you as a user. You need full admin rights, then ownership. If they won't do this, you might need to start a new account. It's a pain in the arse, better than being locked out. Google Analytics is a similar deal. They need to add you as an admin of the account at the account level, not just the property level. Then they can transfer ownership. Make sure you're getting account level access because property level won't let you do everything you need. For Search Console, it's a little bit easier. They just need to add you as an owner. You can have multiple owners, so they don't even need to remove themselves. But make sure you're an owner, not just a user. For your Google business profile, this is the one that fucks people over most often. The person who created it needs to add you as an owner through the Google business profile interface. But if they used a personal account to set it up and that account gets deleted, you're screwed. Google won't help you. You'll have to verify ownership all over again. And sometimes that means waiting weeks for a postcard to arrive with a verification code. It's medieval, but it's Google. And now, set things up right from now on. If you're hiring someone new, make it clear from the start. All accounts get set up with your business email as the owner. They can have admin access, but they're not the owner. Put it in the contract. Make it non-negotiable. And if they push back, if they say, oh, it's easier if we set it up our way, or we need to be the owner to manage it properly, bollocks. That's not how it works. Any decent agency or consultant will understand why you want to own your own stuff. Document everything. Keep a spreadsheet with all your accounts. Who owns them? Who has access? How to get in? Update it every time something changes, because I promise you in 6 months' time, when someone leaves or you switch agencies or you have a new freelancer, you won't remember who set up what. And one more thing, I think. Set up two-factor authentication on the email address that owns these accounts. Because if someone hacks that email, they've got access to everything. Your ad spend, your data, your entire Google presence. Don't be the person who loses their business because they used password 123. And check this stuff regularly. At least every 6 months, go through all of your Google accounts, make sure that you still have access, ownership hasn't changed, you're not paying for something that you don't need anymore, and people that shouldn't have access don't have access. You'd be surprised how many Google Search Console accounts, Google Ads accounts, and Google Analytics accounts that I still have access to that are clients that I haven't worked with for years. I know this isn't sexy SEO advice. It's not going to get you more traffic, but it will save you from a world of pain when something goes wrong. And trust me, something always goes wrong eventually. That's it for this week. Go check who owns your Google accounts. Seriously, do it now. And if this helped, follow SEO fucking what wherever you're listening so you don't miss the next episode. Until next time, get found, make money, stop letting other people own your shit.